All right, guys, here we are. We are in prep week of our accountability group just kicking off. And one of the big things that I have found is super important, whether you've been on the journey with me or your own for multiple years, maybe a few months, maybe you are just brand spanking new and you're just starting out and you have, a weight loss goal, or you just want to focus on nutrition and get that set for yourself before you go any farther. Goals are important. You need to set them. And I have a little, it was an acronym they call it, S.M.A.R.T goals, so that all the letters stand for a little something. And so I want you to start thinking about these S.M.A.R.T goals, maybe 3 to 5 of them that you want to reach this year, or by the end of the year, or in the next 6 months, or something of that, something in that time frame that you can kind of throw out there on paper. It's okay to get a little messy, but have an idea of what those big goals are, because those big goals, we're going to break down into smaller goals. So stop freaking out about reaching that big, hairy, scary goal. We will work on smaller ones to get to that bigger one. But set what that end goal is and don't worry about it anymore after that, okay? Maybe that end goal is losing some weight. Maybe you want to fit into a bridesmaid's dress. Have some sort of emotional attachment to it, and what does it mean for you? Visualize yourself reaching that goal. What does it mean to you? How are you going to feel when you've reached that goal, okay? For me, when I started, it was fitting into a bridesmaid's dress, because I knew that I wanted to stand confidently up at my sister's wedding and not feel like I had to suck my gut in all, the entire day in that dress that was tight fitting and short skirt, that sort of thing. I didn't want to feel awkward or uncomfortable. And so I visualized myself standing tall and strong up in front of all of our friends and family that were there for my sister's wedding, and just knowing that I could do it. But I knew that I had to work on that over time. It wasn't going to happen overnight. So your first letter is S. Be specific on what you want to reach, okay? And talk about it like you've already done it. So instead of, I want to lose 20 pounds by April 1st, 2019, I will reach my goal of losing 20 pounds by April 1st, 2019. That's 12 weeks away. So what do? That's our goal. We break it down. Each week we're going to lose 1.5, 2 pounds. That's pretty doable. We're going to have to get, buckled down, and we're going to work on nutrition. We're going to get that set. We're going to work on some fitness. We're going to get that set and keep progressing so that we reach that bigger goal by April 1st, right? How do we measure that? That's the next letter, SM. So M is measurable. You can measure that by stepping on that scale. You can measure that by how your clothes fit, the energy you have. All of that good stuff is how you're going to measure that, okay? And another thing I want to throw in here is, remember that goals aren't always meant to be achieved in the time that we think they are supposed to be achieved by. And I don't say that to be a Debbie Downer. I say that because those are the lessons that we're supposed to learn. What worked well for you? Did you have a really good week where you lost maybe 3 pounds or 4 pounds, and then the next week you didn't lose any, and maybe you gained back a pound or 2? What did you do that week before that worked really well, and what did not? What did you do differently this week that kind of brought things back a little bit? You had a few steps back. So lessons learned. That's how you measure, what's working well, what's not, that kind of stuff. So, another thing to think about is the little things that you're going to have to sacrifice. That it does take some sacrifice when you want to reach a goal and stuff like that. And it's not in a bad way. Instead of eating that ice cream sundae after church when everybody's gone out to lunch or something like that, you know what? I'm going to pass this time. I've got some goals that I've set for myself. Or instead of sitting up at night or, watching your favorite TV show, I'm going to go get my workout done. That'll be my reward after I've done my workout, after I've drank a big glass of water and had a healthy snack. Then I get to sit down and watch my TV show. Whatever that might be. Maybe it's getting up a little bit earlier in the morning so that you can get that workout in and you don't talk yourself out of it afterwards. I'm that girl, got to do that. So think about it that way. And what are your priorities? So obviously, if you are on a health and fitness journey, your priorities are making sure I'm eating correctly to fuel my body so that I can lose weight, or reach my, strength goals, or, be able to do the things I want to do. Getting enough sleep, making sure I'm exercising the way I want. Those are the kinds of things. And then just remember, again, visualize yourself reaching that goal. So the A in SMART goals is attainable. Make it a realistic, approachable goal, okay? Don't think that, in 12 weeks, by April 1st, you're going to reach, a 60-pound weight loss. I don't think that would be very healthy. There's something gone wrong if you are losing 60 pounds in 12 weeks. We're doing this a healthy, natural way. So think about your current situation. What are your your days like? What are your kids' activities? What is your current health status and everything? You wouldn't go gung-ho into running 5 miles a day and doing, 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups and yada, yada, yada if you've got 100 pounds to lose. That's just not realistic. So think about what is going to happen first. Maybe, if you've got a significant amount of weight to lose, you start with nutrition and just doing a mile-long walk, or walking for 15 minutes a day, or something of that nature to reach that goal moving forward. Okay, so let me see here. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on anything. So for example, I said that goal of, I will lose the 20 pounds by April 1st, 2019. That is talking specifically. That is something you can measure. You can do that for sure. That is an attainable goal, okay? So keep that in mind. Relevant. So the R in SMART goals. What is that? Is it relevant to what is worthwhile to you, okay? Is it the right time for you to reach this goal? If you are working like 90 hours a week and you want to go head over heels into a workout program and work out, an hour or two a day, and your busy life, doesn't allow you to cook a whole lot at home and this, that, and the other, probably a marathon isn't going to be your goal, is it? It's not going to be a realistic approach to getting yourself healthy and where you want to be. So instead of that full-on marathon coming up in the next 6 weeks and like killing yourself and like just 180-degree lifestyle change, you have to think about what you can do for right now. Okay, what can you do from home? What can you do while you're on the run? I can drink better water, or more water, excuse me. I can pack my meals and plan my meals ahead of time to throw in the cooler and go with me. I can park a little farther away from the building and walk extra steps. I can take the stairs instead of the elevator. Those sort of things. That is going to be a relevant goal to get you where you want to go, instead of that crazy ass marathon that, I don't even know who can do that. I know I certainly won't. And then time bound. So we set that date. The date of when you want to reach it by. Because if you don't set that date, it's just kind of like, ho-hum, I'll get there when I get there. There's no sense of urgency with it. You want to have that little sense of urgency to keep that little spark inside you, like, okay, I really would like to have, that chocolate cake with caramel frosting, but I really would rather see that scale move. And so I'm not going to do it, because I have 2 more weeks to lose 3 or 4 more pounds, and I am not messing that up. You have that knowledge of when you want to reach that goal, so you're going to work towards it. You're going to push a little harder. You're going to, do those activities that are going to push you to do a little bit more. And don't let anything get in your way, guys. If you let something get in your way, like, for example, somebody says something to you, or your spouse says something to you that really like irks you, and you go to bed mad and you wake up and you didn't sleep super well and you're like, screw it, I don't want to work out today. No, you do not let that get in your way. You let that workout, you let that salad, you let that glass of water be your fuel to push even harder, okay? I will tell you one thing that my fitness has done for me more than tone my body and help me sculpt it and that kind of stuff. It has been my therapy. So let nothing get in your way. If you come home from work pissed off, if you come home and it's just been one of those shitty freaking days, take a deep breath, number one. Drink your Energize. Maybe 2 scoops, maybe double that sucker up, okay? And then you go push play. Because the best revenge, the best therapy is pushing play and burning off that frustrations through a good old workout, okay? Getting sweaty, getting mad, and pushing harder. You're probably going to be extra sore because you pushed even harder, but do not let anything get in the way of your goals because they are your goals. They are no one else's goals. They are yours, okay? So let's go back. You need to have a specific goal. The number of pounds that you want to lose, the marathon you want to run or something like that. Measurable. Can I step on that scale and see that thing move? Can I see the difference in the way my clothes fit? Hang on, Sissy, I'm about done.
Can you?
Just a minute. Not right now. Attainable. Is it a realistic approach? If I eat right, if I move right, I can lose 1 to 2 pounds a week if I set my sights on my goals and really drive that sucker home. Relevant or realistic because it has a specific meaning to me. Yes, it means a lot because if I can lose 20 pounds, that means I can spend an extra hour at the park with my kids. I can fit into that dress by my sister's wedding. I can, go on those rides with my kids at the amusement park or whatever it is. You've got to feel it here, okay? That's what the relevant means. What is it to you? And visualize. Guys, do not stop visualizing yourself reaching that goal because you're going to do it. And then time bound. You got to set that date. You got to set that sense of urgency. Okay, this is when I'm going to reach it. April 1st, I will lose 20 pounds by April 1st, 2019. And then go freaking after it, guys. You got to ask questions. You got to make sure that you show up for yourself every single day. And guess what? Maybe every day you don't get a workout in. But set your goal, in the beginning to, all right, I'm going to focus on getting enough water in. And I'm going to eat 2 out of my 3 meals solid as a freaking rock this week. Those are my first accomplishments this week. My first week of my health and fitness journey. Then week 2, all right, we're going to nail nutrition and water again, and I'm going to start working out at least 2 or 3 times a week. You take that bigger goal and you break it down and you do smaller little nuggets of it to reach that bigger one. So remember, you are on your journey. You don't compare yourself to anyone else. This is no comparison game here. We are here to help and support you. I am here to help make sure you get where you want to go. If I could do the work for you, I would, but that part's on you, okay? I can give you the tools, the resources, and the motivation, but you've got to want it yourself. Deal? Make sure you participate in this group. Make sure you show up for yourself, and you just freaking do the best that you can and don't let anything get in your way. Deal? Talk to you later, guys.